morning, pottery lovers, YouTube friends. Welcome back to the studio. My name is Monique. I have a small ceramics pottery business on the beautiful island of Bonaire. And I like to share what I do, show you what I'm working on, and the results, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and sometimes a little bit of life. So if you're new here, glad you're here, glad you found me. Introduce yourself. I'd like to, be connected with the people that are watching my videos. And if you have any question or just wondering about something that I'm showing you, pop it in the comments. I'm here with you for a kiln opening, a glaze kiln opening. I have a tiny bit of footage of the bisque as well, which I will put in. Here we go. Let's open up the bisque. There it is. It's not very full, but full enough. Stacked. I only have one shelf in there because I have a plate on the bottom that was a bit heavy, and I didn't want to put it on top. So yeah, let's get all this stuff out and start doing some glazing. So here's my collection bisque. Most of it came out of this kiln, except for these bowls and that painter's palette. They were in a previous bisque kiln. I need to do these because they are in order. So I'm going to base my next glaze firing on that set. And yeah, it looks all looks good except for bummer. Oh, I don't know if you can see. There's a crack. And there's a crack. And I think it's because of the tension that I put on this beauty. I hand built the slab and I threw on the foot ring. And I think something has caused tension, because right there and right there on the outside is that foot ring. Oh well, I guess I'm going to have to make a new one. But there you go. The bisque is done, and now it's off to setting up my test, whatchamacallit, to see how much and what I can fit in the kiln around, well, at least the bowls, and see what else fits in there. And I will do 2 kiln openings in one video again, because I don't have a very big kiln, and I have been, in this kiln I had some plates, small plates and a bigger one, and for some reason plates always take up more room. It's, it's what it is. So let's dive in. Let's start with the plates. These are an order for a private chef here on Bonaire. This is part of his logo. I put it on with black slip that I made myself with a mason stain, and the back side is made with my trusty piece of coral on Bonaire, and then slip in there and white back, and just a clear glaze. They are, whatchamacallit, rustic, organic. That's how he wants them. And what I love most is they stack so nice. Isn't that cute? I like the look of that. So there's 6 of them for my customer. I have another order, something completely different, and it's bowls and plates, and I have 4 bowls done and a bigger one. I'll just show you. Small bowls in my black clay. This is the 391 by Laguna. Outside is raw, no glaze, and I burnished the bleep out of it so it's smooth, because it's a bit rougher clay. On the bottom there is Namaste in there. She requested that with a little light blue, and on the inside it's a little bit of pearl white and then the Scandinavian blue, both by Spectrum, on top of a white slip that I put on in the greenware state, because most of my glazes disappear on this black clay. There are 4 of them. They of course Also stack really nicely. Then there is his big brother. Exactly the same. And a small plate. I made a little bit of a swirly decoration with the slip, not too thick, but you still see it a little bit to give it some texture. And there's one bigger one coming as well. My tests with Spectrum. First time ever using Spectrum underglaze. This is their Carmine. Oh, I have already put away my cones. It was a good cone 5.5. And this is it. I like the color. It's 1, 2, and 3 coats. Well, very obviously you need 3 coats. You know, if I use slip with mason stains, I only need 2 coats. I like the color, and I used my trusty HF9 Zinc Free Clear by Amaco because I didn't have any sgraffito in this kiln, so I didn't dip in my Laguna clear glaze, so anything that needed clear I just brushed it on. I don't know, it looks a bit rough, it feels a bit rough. Maybe I didn't put on enough glaze, or it's the Speedball. I'll be playing with this a little bit more. And I made up a slip with mason stain, the 6025 Coral Red. It's, I don't know. I wouldn't call it red, but I can see why they call it Coral Red. And for comparison, this is the same mason stain, but only 5%. And you can see that this does not have any rough spots and has the same kind of glaze application as the Speedball. So I'll have to keep playing with the Speedball. I think if I compare these two, I can get away with 15% of the mason stain in my slip and still have this saturated color. Testing, people. Always testing. Oh yeah. I made buttons. Can you believe it? I have told you before that in my spare time I do some sewing. I started the quill. I've now started the bag. Never mind. Having fun with stitching and doing things. So I thought I'd make buttons for my bag. Yeah, I made buttons. Nothing spectacular. I do like how this one came out, by the way. And it's one good coat of curry, and then a very thin, sort of kind of swoosh it on raspberry mist, and they do nice things together. I'm going to have to explore that a little bit more. Is it focused? And this is just the curry. So yeah, buttons. I came across the cutest little dishes, and I thought, yeah, they called them spice dishes. I think it was just, you know, a manufacturer, not somebody like you and I who make our own ceramics. I loved the shape. I liked it. So these are just pinched, you know, a circle pinched into sort of kind of a shallow bowl. And the glaze is the greenstone by Spectrum. Is that correct? I think so. But you can still see my finger imprints in there. And that's why I used a glaze like greenstone that breaks nicely. It's, well, I think you would call this satin. It's not very glossy, but it's so smooth. It's very nice. Again, my trusty coral. I did glaze the backside with the clear glaze. I like it better without, for the contrast, you know. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? I'm going to present them to that private chef. You never know. I might entice him to order some of these. I made some shot glasses. Let me show them to you as well. This is the same glaze as this one. The green stone. Well, these were just, you know, thrown, and I slip trailed some, well, let's call them abstract flamingos. So there's a green one. I have one in Scandinavian blue with the tiniest bit of pearl white under. Of course, I had to do one in the raspberry mist. Yeah, the pinkish color. I did one in lustrous jade. Not my favorite glaze, but I was thinking I have it, so you know, somebody will like the color. And the curry. Cute little shot glasses. They're just perfect to make for, you know, filling your kiln, the little gaps you have, and they're, you know, they don't cost too much. You can sell them at a reasonable price, so people that come here for a souvenir often like them. And then I have two more things. These are incense burners. Let me show you. I think I have one incense cone left. Yep. I need to get me some new ones. This is one way you can use these. There's a little tray in there. Put one of these on. Oh, it smells nice. Like that. And then, you know, you have an incense burner. Beautiful nori green. I did put white slip on this black clay because, and I can show you, this is the color nori green gives on this black clay. And I have not found a good transparent / clear glaze that doesn't make this clay go brownish or greenish, but the nori green keeps it very black. So I guess I could use the nori green as a transparent. But on the outside it's also the nori green, but first some white slip and some slip trailing. And one more. This one is made differently. This one is thrown as a closed form, including the knob all at once, and then I cut out the lid. And this is the good old Scandinavian blue one. And yeah, I'll stick on, put in this video another kiln firing, and I'll see you in that one. Bye bye. Second kiln opening of this video. All sorts of things, some experiments, some tests, and some things you already have seen before. Let's start with that and get that out of the way. The rest of the order for the little bread plates. Bread plates? Gosh, 2 sentences in, it's so fun. You know the story about these, right? Yeah. Another piece of an order. This comes with bowls and a smaller plate. How beautiful is that? I'm trying to yeah, I think like that. It's on the black clay with white slip, a little bit of pearl white, and Scandinavian blue. On the back side, rustic with a little bit of Norse blue. So that's an order fulfilled. I will send them a message. I had another order, sent them a message, and thought, you know, I could get this video in quickly. Yeah, they were here in about 2 minutes. So I have one left because they ordered 3, and just, you know, to be sure I made 4. So I can show you this one. Remember when I told you I was making mugs? One of them had an air bubble in the rim. I cut it off, made a different shape, and she liked that one, so she ordered 3 in the red, pink and orange. She has, I believe, 2 turtles and one with flamingos graffito. Isn't that cute? So that's, yeah, this one has graffito, yeah. Few more cute little bud vases, all graffito, a turquoise with flowers, a black and white, and an experiment in the sense that I wanted to do I wanted, you know, change things up a little bit, make it fun for yourself as well. I love the shape of the mug. It's a tiny bit bigger, and I did geckos this time, and I also did the application of slips a little bit different. I will come closer. I'll talk about the turquoise in a sec, but there are little spots in here, and I like that. So I did one color, the turquoise, and then a few colors with splatters for little accents, and in and of itself I like that very much. Like the mug, I like a bigger contrast a little bit better. You know, this is the perfect example for that. Even this turquoise is a bit more contrast than this lighter one, although I love it. I'll keep working on that, and maybe next time have a little bit of a darker first layer. I have to close something that's coming up here. Are we still filming? Yes, we are. I made some espresso cups. There is some, oh, let me show you close up. Funky flamingos with slip trailed. And then the trusty nori green, and I have two in Scandinavian blue with just a little bit of pearl white on the slip trailed flamingos. I had 4, but I was clumsy and broke a handle of the 4th one, so it happens. I have another incense burner or potpourri holder, or, well, you know, I intended them for incense, and you know, people can use them for whatever they like, of course. This was thrown as a closed form, including immediately while throwing on the wheel the knob, stiffen up a bit, cut open, so we have a perfect fitting lid, and some slip trailing and some piercing. This is the beautiful green stone by Spectra. Then I've been trying different transparent glazes on that beautiful black clay. This is the trusty HF9 by Amaco Zinc Free Clear. So far this is the best. This one does not make it go all green, which other clear glazes do. I still like it best raw, but you know, sometimes you need a glaze. So that's a good experiment. I also experimented with Speedball underglazes. I had never used them. I wasn't really happy. Oh, I can show you again with the Speedball on the white clay with 2 layers of that same HF9 by Amaco. It's a bit rough, so I thought let's try it on my black clay. The color is beautiful. This is 3 layers of Speedball. It covers, but it does something different with the glaze. So maybe I need a 3rd layer of glaze. I don't know. I'm going to try it with my dipping glaze the next time. If anybody is familiar with Speedball, let me know if it needs more glaze than other underglazes and or slips. I would like to know your story or your experience. This is the caddy I made a while ago. Finally got fired, and I left the glaze transparent because I love the thumbprints in here. because I hand built this, I couldn't resist to put something on these. I did 2 thick blobs of pearl white and 2 thick blobs of purple crystal, and I was hoping for these, you know, drips, but it only dripped on one of them. And I lost the feet. Being clumsy again while it was bone dry, I knocked them off. And yeah, couldn't be bothered with making paper clay, and it's for me. So yeah, I do like it very much, and they will be for my Sgraffito tools. So that's one done. And I have another experiment, a new shape of cup. Cappuccino cup, maybe. I'm going to use it for my tea. Made this one for myself. Did some writing inside to remind me. And I was experimenting with the positive and the negative while carving through the slip. This slip, by the way, is for those of you who want to make their own. Equal parts sapphire blue and 5897 red mason stains. 5897 doesn't exist anymore. I think their 6088 might be the one that is now sort of kind of that same red, or the 6087. I have to order. I have not tested that new number of mason stain out yet. Back to the experiment. I wanted to do something with the positive and the negative. Do something different with this graffito than these. This is a part that I love. Positive, negative, and this is also a part that I love. This sort of kind of not so much, and I cannot really tell you why. I do like where this is going. It's not done yet. So, and I already had a few cups of teas this morning from this, and I need to do something about that handle. And I don't know, you probably can't tell. If you pick it up, it's perfectly fine, feels good, the weight is good, the balance is good. But if I put this on the table, this is just a tad bit too low. So I might next time. I don't want to put the handle up higher. I don't think that will look good, not sure. But I think next time I will change the shape of this bottom part into more going that way. So you can easily put that finger in the, I hope I hope this makes sense. You will see when I have a new one. And that's it. I love the breeze, but it's been this is more than a breeze. I hope the video will turn out right. We've been having a lot of wind in the last couple of days. That's it, my friends. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for tuning in. And you know, as always, if you have a question, you want to know something, please don't hesitate and write me a comment, and I will respond as soon as I can. Happy potting, be creative, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.